we are back. We are back to take a case study on this same topic. Should we pay our moms for taking care of our kids in the US? So, or in the diaspora. So, this is the case study. Hey, you're still on Uncle T Show. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and above all, click on the notification button so you'll be notified when our videos go on. This time, I want to talk about a topic, and I still have here our guests. We have Mrs. Asami, Mrs. Tumar, and to my right we have Mr. Boris Eddie. He's the CEO of Eddie's Grill here at the Collective Kitchen. So we're going to have a case study, and this case study, I had an email from someone in Maryland who was asking me this question. In fact, this is the scenario. She brought her mom over here, came here, and her mom was helping with the kids. She has 3 children. And suddenly, the mom says she wants to be paid $1,500 a month for babysitting her own grandchildren. And she was like, what's in the happen here? You know, and then she wanted questions, she wanted answers. What can you say about it?
Okay, concerning that, I can't say anything about it. Well, first, I'll ask the mom, because there must be a source for that demand. So, what pushed the mother to answer that question?
Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one. I'll come to you. Do you think it's the same?
Well, for me, it's a slap on the face.
Okay.
Because where am I going to get 1,500 from extra to be paying you? Because in my mind, I'm bringing you over to help me, and you helping me is reducing costs. Childcare is very expensive in the United States, and I guess all over in the diaspora.
True.
It's expensive. So if I'm bringing you to help me, and now you're incurring an extra cost of $1,500 on me. Number one, I'll be shocked. Number two, I'll be broke because I don't have plans for that. We already have a lot of bills we're dealing with in the United States. You pay mortgage, you pay light, you pay gas, you pay water, you pay trash, you pay health insurance, you pay car insurance, and then now $1,500. My salary has not increased. If I knew from the beginning, it's different. But in the middle of nowhere, it's a slap on the face.
Right.
I'm not ready for that.
Okay. And she'll have to pay tax even if you think about that.
Well, I think so.
So, you talked about the circumstance or the situation. Let's assume, right? Let's assume, I didn't go into all those questions, the details of that, but then let's assume that she has bills that she wanted to pay back home or things like that. And she's thinking maybe the money that the child is maybe giving her or compensating her monthly and stuff like that is not enough. Is she really right to even come out outrightly like that and ask the daughter for a payment?
Yeah, I don't think it's right to pay your mother to take care of your child, but the compensation can be made in a certain way. So if she has a problem that she has to solve back at home, she can talk with the child. Yeah, they can talk it over and come to a compromise on what to do about that. But rather than asking for payment, that I don't think it's good.
You see, one thing that we go through here in the US, like Mrs. Tuma mentioned, is that it's stress too much. To have extra stress from your mom, whom you think, should be helping you, it's even too much. It's extra stress on you. Now, my point that I'm making here is, we're not doing this for entertainment. We are doing this for education. If you have questions regarding these topics, please drop them in the comment section below, and I will look at it, and I'll see if I can invite more experts to be able to handle those questions, or I can talk with them in the background and I'll bring the answers probably in our next show. But right now, in this particular case study, what is it that this child should do, and how should this lady should do, and how will she confront her mom?
First of all, some of these mamas They've never traveled before. Sometimes it's their first time coming over here to help us. Education is a key. Like I said in the beginning, communication.
Mhm.
When mama comes, mama has African mentality.
Mhm.
Mama has Nigerian mentality.
Mhm.
Mama has Cameroon mentality, Togo mentality, Ghana mentality. But I don't know much about the Ghana community. I know much about the African, maybe Nigerian community. So you need to sit mama down and educate her. Because even me, back in Africa, I knew we plucked money from the trees.
When you come
I
to the
knew
US.
money was everywhere.
Oh, yeah.
And I knew when I stepped into America, I'll be a millionaire because I'll be
I know.
balling.
Right.
But when I came here, it was a shock. It's reality, the things we have to do, the kind of job we have to do to make money. And then you make the money, at the end of the month, it's not even sufficient because of all these mandatory bills that you have to pay. So mama has to know all of that. You have to sit mama down. If it's your mom or if it's your mother-in-law, let your husband sit with her and speak to her about all of this.
Right.
Mothers are very understanding. Mothers are very understanding. They see us driving cars, they think it's a luxury. The car is not a luxury in America. Car is luxury back in Africa.
True.
They might think we have so much money. It's not so much
Right.
money. Most of the people that have cars in America, it's on payment.
Right.
We can't afford it cash.
Yes.
But in Africa, they buy cars cash. They buy their homes cash. But here, I'm still to see somebody that will buy their houses cash. We have to go through all the bank system, borrow, and all that. So sit with mama, open her eyes, tell her, mama, all these things that you're seeing here, maybe it's even borrow.
Mhm.
Maybe sometimes the furnitures are borrowed.
Oh, yeah.
The car
It's
is
the finance.
borrowed.
True.
So you're paying every month. So the mama in her mind, her friends back home are telling her she has already made it. So if you sit with mama and explain this to her, your finances, you don't have to tell her in depth.
Right.
Tell her this is how America works.
Mhm.
Mothers are very understanding. I think she will understand with you. But if she retaliates and say, I don't care, you have to pay me 1,500.
Hey.
Mama cannot accommodate you. Mama, I'm sorry, it's not going to work that way.
Okay.
You know, so me personally, I'll tell Mama, I cannot afford you. Mama is so expensive for me.
Hey, yeah, mama.
Yes, Mama is so
Expensive
expensive
for
for me. So maybe Mama needs to find another
Okay.
job, another
Okay.
job in
Okay.
quotes.
Okay.
So, but personally, I'm not good fit.
You see, I'll come to you, Eddie. When Mama was back home, this girl was sending Mama money every month. Now, could we assume that maybe she came here when she came here, the lady took it for granted that okay, Mama is here. Maybe Mama does not need that much money. And do you think maybe it could be a solution, for the lady to continue just maintain Mama's allowance that she was getting every month, so she can be able to kind of take care of some of the things that she was taking care of back home.
Yeah, as I said before, I said most of the problems that we have is because we make assumptions.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, most of the time, mom traveling to the US, she had so many ideas. And these ideas might be wrong, they might be right, or depending on our own expectations.
Uh-huh.
So coming to the US is another reality. So it's the role of the child to explain certain things to the mother. So you mentioned about bringing expert to explain. This is not a situation of expertise.
Okay.
It's a dialogue situation. You have to talk. You talk with your mom. Try to sense her to certain things that she said. Explain her about the situation in America. It's a different dynamic and it's different society. So you have to explain how the American society functions so that she better understand the circumstances that we're living in, so that she will understand the situation.
Drop your comments down below. If you have any questions, drop them below. If you have topics you want us to talk about, drop them in the comment section.
Okay, another problem that is making some of these mamas to charge us or to ask for payment, it could be you're not doing what you're supposed to do for her. Okay, mama is a human being. Maybe back home in Africa, she had her life going. You send her money every month. But now mama has come over. Mama doesn't have any money in her hand. She goes to church, she has to ask you for offering, she has to ask you money for her lotion, she has to ask you money for new slippers, she has to ask you money for change of clothes. It doesn't have to be this way. So my advice to all the daughters and the sons that bring their parents over is that you should take care of your mom. Give her a little liberty, give her a little freedom. It's only financial freedom. And the little money you give her here and there, she can also use it to play her little jangi that she left back home. For the Presbyterian, they do what they say, they mark their card. She can still be marking her card back in Cameroon, you know, and then she can go to Walmart and buy the lotion that she desires. She can go to the shop, Ross, and buy a purse that she likes. Not everything that you buy for her that you like for her. Give her a little independence for her to get the things that she wants. Take care of her. Let mama's hair, change mama's hair. Mama cannot be carrying a hair for 3 months.
Hey.
Change mama's hair. Change mama's shoes. She should not be wearing that CWF slippers in winter. Buy mama boots. Mama cannot come here in America. She's tying wrapper and a blouse. This is America. Let mama wear some nice top, some nice jeans too. You know, some of the things that she sees with her friends, and that's why they go and ask those friends, and they start telling them about work, and then they start coming to charge you for $1,500 or $1,000 or $2,000. So if you take care of your mom, you know, for the most part, I don't think she'll be asking you for payment. So that's my little take on that.
Wow. That person. It looks like you hit it right on the head. My girl, you hear that now? I beg. If you're not doing this, please start. Sometimes our mothers are not asking because they really want it. It's just to make some sense. It's for you to drink some sense syrup and start acting right. So follow the advice and probably give you some peace in your home. And mama will probably understand and start acting right. So, what is your roundup comment as we close this topic for today?
Well, mothers are very important to us, in fact, to the world at large. Mothers are very special. But relationship, for me, it's one of the biggest. In fact, money is good and all of that, but relationship is precious.
Right.
I don't want to spoil my relationship with my mom because of money.
Oh yeah.
Like she said, sometimes some things are, based on assumption. It doesn't work well. Even like getting married, you can't just assume certain things. You have to dialogue. You have to talk. Same with your mom. I cannot risk to spoil my relationship with my mom because of 1,500.
Right.
There's a lifetime to go.
Right.
Okay. Now that your relationship
How
is-
about your mom spoiling her relationship with you for 1,500?
Well, that's her choice.
It goes both ways,
It goes
right?
both ways. But guess what? When things start going down, and then they'll start quoting the scripture to you that forgive. The Bible says forgive,
I
don't
know,
forget.
I
What
know.
do you do? As a Christian, you have to forgive. So you still have to be smart. This is where wisdom comes in. You have to pray
Right.
to God for wisdom
Right.
to handle situations like this.
Right.
Because no matter how much we talk, at the end of the day, you need the wisdom of God to navigate through these things. And there are different people going through different kind of problems
Right.
with moms, mother-in-laws, and all of that. There's no direct answer. There's no direct solution to the problem. But at the end of the day, we all need wisdom to navigate through life, to deal with our moms, to deal with our mother-in-laws, to deal with our husbands, to deal with friends, to deal with our colleagues, our supervisor.
Right.
We all need wisdom.
True.
So at the end of the day, we need to ask God for wisdom to handle situations like this because it's hard. This is my mom. She carried me for 9 months. Sometimes they'll be so dramatic, like I breastfed you for 1 year and you're doing this to me and da 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 when you want to retaliate. But so at the end of the day, like I said, just ask God for wisdom. Ask God for wisdom.
God give us wisdom.
Yes.
God give us wisdom.
That's right.
So,
Okay, I think she said it all in the social context. I'll explain in an anthropological context. Cultural, let me put it cultural.
Yes.
And looking at babysitting. Babysitting is a borrowed term. A borrowed term in the concept of African culture.
Right.
We don't have this concept of babysitting in our culture.
Okay.
Because if you talk about babysitting, you're talking about you're introducing money, finance. It's a complex. So you're talking about daycare.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about daycare and let me not go into details.
The reason why we're talking about this is because we are in the in the West. Let me like the white man's culture.
Yes,
In our own culture, we'll call it Omugo. In Nigeria, we'll call it Omugo.
Yeah.
And then I don't know how they call it. You guess anything like
I don't know.
We don't have any particular
Okay,
we borrow
so
the term.
so
Yeah.
in that concept, we're talking about the babysitting in the American context. So we are now trying to integrate ourselves into a different concept. So our mother, we have to bear with our mothers if they come to try to integrate themselves to in that culture. So it's our role for those of us who are living in this society not to educate them. Yeah, it's an aspect of education. We educate them if they try to misunderstand
Right.
the concept of payment, because babysitting, we agree that babysitting entails payment. So if they come, they see that money is good. The capitalist system, you can't do without money. Everything about the capitalist system is money, 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 and money. So if they come, they see an other, so everybody likes money. So if they introduce that, try to explain the concept, as she said, relationship. We, the African people, we believe in interaction, relationship before money. So the conversation we can do, or we can tell them all, if they have an issue that they have to solve back home, we can talk with them, see how we can arrange with that. But rather than putting that concept of payment, because immediately you put that concept of payment, it's like you're signing a contract, and that breach the aspect of socialization, relationship. Yeah, so we have to take into consideration all that aspect. So to conclude, I would say this is a topic that you can't say you're right, you are wrong, or it's a personal choice to make.
Right.
So you have to take into consideration the social, the cultural, and the financial aspect of it before coming into a conclusion on how you deal with your mom or your parents about the financial introduction of it.
Hey, my people. You don't hear now? Don't hear now well. If you don't answer your question, or you drop your own comment, drop the way you want in the comment below. But we have attempted to look at all the dynamics surrounding this polemic, and we have attempted to prefer solutions to them. If we were not able to meet your expectations, or we're not able to answer the questions you have, please drop the questions in the link on the comment section below, or you can send me an email personally to the email that you find underneath. You might have other topics. Just on this, I might ask you, is it okay to pay the same amount of money to another family member who is free at the time when you want your baby, you bring your baby over, as you pay in the daycare? Is it okay to do that? It's another topic. It's a topic for another day, and it's also controversial because we Africans believe in relationships. I can have a relationship with you, and I bring my baby for you to watch over and expect me to pay the same amount as I'm taking to the daycare. I need this well. So, but we will discuss about it. We will talk about it. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, remember to subscribe, remember to share, and remember to click on the notification button. We'll be right back. Keep it rolling. This is Uncle T Show, and we are on rolling. Thank you.